Mm-hmm.
What was it a bad business decision kicking me off of Dolls for the Dolls channel?
Was it a bad business decision? I mean,
yes. Clearly, just purely business.
Purely business and the YouTube business. Without knowing all the things at play, it kind of would have been, except for you're flourishing here. Whereas over there, you would have been a second or a third in a trio.
Yeah.
Remember, over here,
Glammy probably would have stayed if Beans was there. Because remember, she's like, "Oh, I like that Beans was running everything, and I could just sit back."
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it probably would have been a trio, and I probably would have ended up getting booted out either way and not having this one. I'm so much happier over here. I really am.
Well,
but I feel like them kicking me off of Dolls was like one of the nails in the coffin.
Yeah, and look at this. They brought you over here and gave you a 4-hour show versus a 2-hour show. So
That's
you
true.
got 4 hours to shine instead of just 2.
And sharing it with other women. God, other women are so hard to deal with. It's so much, I feel so much more comfortable talking to you because you're not constantly.
Here we are again, back with the LCU content. So let's do this. Let's do this, baby. Let's get into the drama of it all. So we're starting out with Sweet Tea talking about her time in Doll and her experience. I mean, I think she made a good point that Glammy would still be around if Beans was still around on Doll. Then obviously that he more or less left. I mean, even though the current state of Dolls is up in the air, sort of how it was for Milgard for at least for a couple of weeks. I don't even know what else I can say, really. It also seems like the drama between Phantom and what's her name, Sweet Tea, have more or less resolved. I mean, they were resolved yesterday, but it looks like things are back to normality. Things are just normal as always, which is a good thing. That's always a good thing. You know, you can't deny that it's not a good thing. Besides that, I went over some nerdy stuff, some tech stuff, especially towards the end, some Dragon Ball. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's 100% cool. That's some cool yo stuff. Let's keep going though, because the day kind of gets a little interesting with Chubby.
I don't really need a reason. You guys are fired. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't want you to end the stream on the YouTube dashboard because I have another host coming in. But on your OBS,
what is he doing, Boogie?
How about you get your funny to end the goddamn stream? You
Mike,
fucking
why the fuck
asshole.
you even want us? Why the fuck you want us, bro?
Yeah,
Why?
go
Is
off,
it
fat
virus?
girl. That's not cool.
It's just to throw us under the bus like this, you asshole.
One at the channel.
He just joined the channel. Okay.
You know
is he
what?
bullshitting? Is he like, what is?
Ken and Beans fucking put into this?
That is so
fun.
fun.
As well.
I
Is he
don't
just
even know,
with them?
but I know Ken. I don't know you, unfortunately.
He could be
But
pranking them.
You guys are gonna bounce back.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
So at first I thought, okay, maybe this is a prank. Maybe he's just with you know, one of Mike's show notes.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. A-Mac and I, we were DMing back and forth like, is this real? Is this not real?
I think I just put what the fuck.
Yeah, she said it was like WTF, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
Heck, thank you so much for the $5 is it Australian? Hello, Chubbs.
I think
Congratulations
so.
on monetization. Have a great stream. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate you,
Heck.
Heck.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Well, good morning, everybody coming in.
Yes.
We see y'all. I think I saw Sweet Tea in the chat. Good morning, Remy. Good morning, everybody. So glad you're here this early in the morning, and it may be late where you are. I don't know. It's very early for us, but yeah. But we did get that monetization. You can get memberships now, so we've got all the things for you over here at the Chubbs.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with, I think this is my second time I'm covering Chubby. I don't remember. Somebody can correct me. wasn't bad. I know AMAC and the other girl, I can't think of her name. AMAC and I can't think of her name offhand. I apologize. I do apologize to them if I can't remember your name. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just legitimately cannot think of your name. But then again, I am waking up. I'm recording this really early in the morning, so and I kind of got my sleep schedule kind of fixed. So which is funny because these both girls have experience running against Becky a number of times. So I can imagine with them, they were not the most happy, but they dealt with it because they're new hosts and they're really not much they can be done. But I'm pretty sure, I think at one point they were both big time Queens fans. But as time went on with Becky and everything, they started to winnow just the way Becky is. Now we will cover Becky down the line when we get to it because it's gonna be kind of like flip flopping between Becky and obviously Live and Doll because and I'm not really gonna go into it in depth. Like there's really not much I can say, right? There's really not much I can say. And when I do the Becky video, I already made a video, but I'll go into it maybe a little bit more. I'll go into the Dick Gemini because later on Dick Gemini stream, they do talk about some things. Some people were brought up, but nevertheless, back on Chubby, pretty good show. Early morning show starts around like 6 o'clock, right before Cafe. My favorite show. Well, we will get into Cafe now. Actually, funny enough, sorry if I'm a little bit more on the low energy side and just not really. Just I just woke up and. Getting my food in, drinking my coffee, and just really enjoying what I'm watching again.
Someone told me this intro was too long. There is no such thing, bro. There is no such thing as the cafe intro being too long. Oh, God, it is awesome. Join that coffee cult if you want to talk to me today, y'all. It is members only chat all day. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all are amazing. Hope you're all beautiful, because I know I am. I am this 6'5" Sigma male Greek god named Ken, a.k.a. Bigfoot, a.k.a. I got a bald head. I can't. Oh, God, bro. This has been an emotional roller coaster of a day, guys. It has been something else. I can't do this one alone, guys. It's just too much to talk about. I need to bring in my awesome, beautiful, and amazing co-host. Batgirl, Batgirl, Batgirl.
We're back, baby. We're back and bolder than ever. We are the true baldies of the LCU, and Buff included. But we rise up top over this cunt, over this land whale that washed up in our shore of the universe.
Hell yeah. Ducks Vinyl with the Canadian too, all day, every day. Oh, it's coffee time. Thank God you're still here, bro. Bro, Spook with the one gifted. Thank you so much, Spook. That is amazing, sir. Thank you, Candy and Jack.
Hey.
Make sure you thank them for that membership. Oh, dude. What a day it was.
Yeah. Seek needs his wrench back because I think the wench took it from him.
He has it.
He has it now?
Oh, Seek. Seek. Shit, my bad.
Yeah,
I see you, Seek. I see you. My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
Yeah, he was.
So here we are with Cafe, and I'm glad Cafe is back, baby. Obviously, we do know the reasons. Right? We do know the reasons behind everything down the line. But nevertheless, I was actually genuinely concerned for Cafe because I'm a big fan of Cafe. I enjoy watching Cafe. I enjoy my time with Cafe, right? I just like watching it a lot, especially in the morning to remind me from stuff that I miss at night. Because a lot of the time now I try to get some sleep, try to get a lot of sleep in, and I use Cafe as sort of a to kind of recap me things I could have missed or things I saw, but because I was so tired, my brain couldn't comprehend. So it gives me it helps in that front alone. Now. Let's be real. Now the information we know, let's be real. They were never going to get a lot of crap shit on. The stuff that happened wasn't sort of just an attempt to trick Becky. But again, we're going too far into the future. For the most part, they were just talking about a little bit of what happened, their experience with dealing with Becky, and so on and so on. That whole thing as well. And to be fair, I think if they knew what was going to happen, now supposedly, no. Well, I'll wait till we get into the Becky segment, but I guess I'll say this now. I was originally going to wait, but apparently Becky said that all the hosts knew, but then she said that none of the hosts knew, but then she was kind of just going back and forth with her story. So I'm going to assume that none of the hosts knew, bar from maybe Keem, Mike, and maybe Boogie. Let's move on, though.
He said that so suddenly.
Oh shit, gotta go.
Like
Yeah.
he's being summoned.
Right, King probably calling him back.
He's probably like, what the hell is going on? Who went on live earlier?
Yeah. All right, so, and then Vincing said because they aren't going to give up the money. Michael said, yeah, but there's hosts like Ken, Phantom, Nightmare, and Gidgey that say they don't want the money or have an IRL job that pays more. It's very hypocritical. Vincing says, LOL, no one turns down free money, and sitting in front of a computer even to 300 people is free money. I mean, I do the same. I'm not shaming them for it, but I'm sorry, because I would do the exact same thing. Yeah, it's just done when they say they don't need this job. I'll leave, but then stay. They know how much other people want their job. I'm shaming them. I don't give a So let's talk about that.
What do you have to say in defense to our ex-tism teller calling you out?
Here's the thing, right? Obviously, I've been very open that I have an IRL job, right? It's a part-time job I do. Again, it gets me out the house. It keeps me active. I kind of just do my own thing, whatever, right? And obviously, y'all know that I was in the Army and I was medicaled out, whatever. Here's the thing. Here's the true thing. I actually love doing this. I love this project. I'm here for passion. I'm not here because I look at this as a job. If I looked at this as a job, I would hate it. Because we have our ups days and some down days, right? And I would hate it. I would literally turn into wings looking at the numbers constantly if I looked at this as a job. Now, when I come up here and put the show on, it's to entertain people. I know that I have haters, people that come in this all the time hating on me. I know that this channel has been through the ringer quite a bit as well. But am I solely here for the paycheck? No, I'm not. I'm solely here to entertain the community we've built, to become a better person, to learn about myself, getting in front of a camera for 2 to 4 hours a day. I love doing this. I love the people I've met. I love the network I've built. And I thoroughly enjoy it. Is the money nice? Of course the money is nice. Who wouldn't say the money is nice? But the issue is, Keem has certain standards he wants all his channels to meet. It just is what it is. So it's my job to take this serious enough in order to be the best person I can be to meet those standards. Because I don't want to go anywhere. I love being here. I love the cafe. I birthed this on court when I told them about it. I came up with it. I got the channel. It meant the world to me. And the fact that I'm still here 5 months later with people still supporting me, you're here now bringing this out of me, being the best person I can, getting better every day. I love it. I've learned a lot about myself doing this. I've learned from the fans doing this. I've been as good as I possibly can be, and I know I can be better.
No, you just keep getting better and better every day. We both do. And
You definitely have. And like I've said it a million and one
you.
times. I'll say a million and two. Like, you've definitely brought a different side of me out. And I truly do appreciate you for it.
Hell
Really do.
yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
So, again, like, I know we probably dropped some viewers off. I don't give a thank y'all for being here. All 478 of you. Thank you for being here. Genuinely, it means the world to me.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
So, that's just a nutshell. The whole Michelangelo thing and what he said. Now, I'm not mad at him for calling me out. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
But again, I try and be as transparent as possible with everybody. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I tell y'all what I tell y'all.
Oh boy, so we have an interesting, really wouldn't call it a beef, but a bit of a criticism from Michelangelo to like why a lot of hosts do this. Now, I I'm gonna be real. I think a lot of hosts do say that they're gonna quit. You see it a lot with a lot of YouTubers in general, where I think in a moment of frustration or something like that, I think you have to understand that like they get mad for those kind of reasons. Now I do get annoyed when YouTubers do say like I don't need this. I have a real life job, but I think you also have to understand that a lot of the time, a lot of them get really, really frustrated in these type of situations. You know, no dig on Michelangelo, right? No dig on the guy, but I don't think you really could say much if you're not in that position where you have a good job and then you're doing a stream right after, right? I really feel like you really can't say much if you're not in that position. Like I don't, again, this isn't a dig on him particularly. I'm not trying to dig at him. I'm not trying to rail on him. I'm just saying that like you kind of can't say the same. You can't really say the same if you're not going through the same thing yourself and understanding the process of what they've gone through, right? It's like if I were to do the same to an audience of like a 5 or a 100, like it wouldn't make sense. Like and most people again do it because they're just frustrated. And I mean, like, let's be fair, knowing that this whole thing was more script from with Mike and Keem, I think again if Cafe knew about this, they would have reacted way more differently than they did, right? Than they did. You know, and you hear Ken really going into it, really expressing how he feels, how he enjoys his job, how he's making some good money out of it. You know, and he even straight up said like, he may not need this, but he enjoy it, which is something like you don't need to do certain things in your life, but you enjoy it. You don't really need to read. You don't need to really get into the arts. You don't really need to play games, but people do it because they enjoy it, right? You don't need to. You don't need to drink or smoke, but people do it because they enjoy it. It's like there's a difference between the needs and your wants. Right? You don't need to, but you want to because you enjoy it, and I feel like you have to understand that. And then when you're frustrated and just tired and you're dealing with somebody that you really, really don't like, should even hate, you kind of get like this. This is very common. This is a very common thing I've seen with streamers. I'm not a fan of it, but I understand why a lot of them act like this. Now after that, they kind of go into the whole Becky Mike thing that happened from the day prior. Technically, this is Friday's video since all of the shows from Thursday, so they're Wednesday. You know what I mean. But let's move on to, I believe, you're just next.
She wearing the same floral pattern on her back that somebody has on their bed. I don't get it. I don't like it. Why does she has a broken? Bro, do you see the broken lamp in the background over there?
Shit has been laying there for months.
Does that door go to the outside?
That door goes to a bathroom, I'm sure. It looks like bathroom tile.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a disgusting trough. I don't get what the hell is going on.
Disgusting trough is crazy word. Okay, so yeah, she jumps right on, but she actually doesn't say anything for 2 minutes, because, for whatever reason, she just sits there. She literally just sits there and looks around for a second.
2 girls, 1 punk. Shoe Nice, I appreciate you, bud.
Shoe Nice, come on our stream sometime if you want. You seem like a nice guy.
I don't know if you're already in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, just
Keem can get you in if you still talk to Keem, probably.
Yeah, just go. If you don't want to cash go, just talk to Keem. And yeah, we'd like to have you on the show. Yeah. We'd like to have you talk about your father and everything. I have Discord. Then just DM Keem. You guys are tight, like a vagina. So
okay. So let me jump into when Becky actually starts talking, which is basically when Mike comes in. So, because she was just like, "Hi, I'm back." That was pretty much all she said right before that. So.
Hello, Mike.
Hi.
Give me 1 minute before I share my screen with you.
Oh, it's a good thing Keem can't fire me.
It's a good thing. It's a good-ass thing, isn't it? It is so good to be back here again. I have been waiting. Yes, he did, Richie. Yes, Mike did. He brought the back.
Look, I always said that Becky was talented, always. And she is. She was the best host that we had. Now she's the best host that we have. Becky is back. I love it. Tina is messaging me right now. Aussie is messaging me. They are furious. Okay, they're so mad at me.
Oh, he hasn't found out yet, has he? He doesn't even know yet.
Who's that, Keem?
Yeah.
Oh, he's watching live right now.
Oh, God. Hi, Keem. Keem, I brought my best mermaid.
Oh, shit. I answer?
Yeah, answer. Do it.
Hey, what's up, man?
Shut it down right now.
Oh, I can't do that.
Shut it down right now.
Oh, I have. Remember when you gave me creative control, Keem?
No, shut it down. 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 Shut it down.
Interesting. Okay, so what do you think?
Oh, by the way, I turned up my mic, so I don't know how loud I am now.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so much better. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Apparently, I did update my computer last night, and every time I update my computer, it puts my volume settings at the lowest possible setting.
It was
And to
like
be fair,
the
I'm
bass
loud
in your
as fuck.
voice was gone for some reason. It was
Hi everybody, I'm One Buff Weed. This is crazy.
It was
But
weird.
no,
It just had like a weird inflection. Now I can fix it. Thank you so much.
one in the chat if Becky gave Mike the Glock Twist 360. That's why. Like I don't know. Like you already know. Like she went to.
Here we have given their initial response and reaction. So it's funny because at one point, let's be real, Zay was sort of she wasn't a defender of Becky. I wouldn't say a full-on defender, but she did mention that the hate for Becky was overblown. Now, I'm pretty sure that opinion has changed due to a whole heap of things now. You know, right? Because I think a lot of people have watched what kind of person Becky is at heart, right? And because of that, because of the way people saw Becky and the way people, you know, are now with her, yeah, things have changed. Things have completely changed. I kind of really wanted to maybe one day down the line of future really ask there about her opinion and her history opinion of Becky as a person. Buff obviously doesn't like, I mean, they're co-workers. Becky for a number of reasons. And I can imagine after when she came back, they were all, you know, obviously they were freaking out, flipping, and have to come to realize that, oh, this is going to be a long-term thing, but she won't last long, but we got to deal with it for the next 3 months of insufferable. Obviously, that wasn't the case. That was not the case, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Now, they kept on going on about that, but then later on, he talked about Billy. Billy came on and kind of gave his how he felt about the situation from yesterday, from the redirect, you know, because originally they were supposed to redirect to live, but they would but then they later on redirected to cafe, which later on, boom, Becky came on. So we're going to get into that now.
Be a scammer because I'm here, and they're gonna pull in people who I think don't belong here. My personal opinion. I think that they're bad people.
We don't like.
That's my personal opinion. And am I going to sit here and be called a scammer while these people who I think don't deserve to be here are going to eat off of my hard work? Because I'll tell you what, it's not just my paycheck. Everybody else eats off of what I do here too. We're all in this community. Everything we do, Zay, all the work you do, Buff, all the work you do. It's all part of the community. We feed into everything. The redirects, the jumping up on shows. We're building a community that feeds off of itself. And when you put one person in here that poisons it, you have to be able to deal with the poison. And if that poison isn't entertaining to deal with, then what the f is it here for?
Exactly.
One apple spoils the bunch. It's just simple as that. That's exactly what we do. Like, this community is like an ecosystem of communities. Like, legit, like what we do today, you guys talk about. What you guys do, we talk about. We share a community. That's why I never understood when we keep saying our fans, your fans, because they're the LCU fans in general.
Yeah.
And if the LCU fans in general feel scammed, it's not an individual person. The whole universe is looked like that. It's not one show. So if Live does something to make everybody suspicious, it's not going to be like, oh, everybody else is fine, but we just don't trust these people. No, it goes to everybody is untrustable. Everybody's under this script. Everybody knew, but it's only a few people. But
super chatted $20. Ending stream makes 0 sense. Hosts not involved backing down now isn't the move. These three speaking
Man, I really do enjoy Nerd and Cafe. A lot of the times, one of the issues I do have is that there's a lot of nuggets I can just put on the video. and it's gonna make the video way longer than it used to be. And sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Just it depends on my mood, depends on how I feel. For this instance, we have Billy basically kind of being, being very open to how he felt about the situation, about the redirect, and like, well, if he didn't give the redirect, he would be scamming his audience who gave him the money to redirect. But if he did do it, then this whole thing wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's a catch-22. And I think he even straight up said that it's a catch-22, that no matter what you did, no matter what he could have done, you'd basically bone from the beginning. And that makes sense, right? That actually does make sense. Now, I don't really like Billy a lot, but also I can understand where he's coming from, because who do you redirect? Who do you have to redirect? And you make a goal that you didn't think people would support, well, now you're in a position where you're kind of boned. Well, you hit your goal, now you gotta do it. Which reminds me, hey Becky, have you ever completed your time with the animal shelters? People are still waiting for that. People are still waiting for that. But back to what I was saying, I think a lot of the time for Billy, I think he gets very emotional. Now, whether or not you believe in him, whether or not you think he's lying or gaslighting people, I'll let you decide, because, I'll let you decide. I like to let the audience decide how they personally feel. I think that there's a little bit of gaslighting, but also him being sincere, because he realized that, well, these people gave me money. I gotta do what I gotta do, and to fulfill it without feeling like I'm a scammer. But at the same time, knowing the end result and people saying that Billy knew and he did it anyway. Like, did Billy really knew that Becky was coming back? It's up in the air. Becky said they kind of knew, but then she also says he was warning everybody prior to. So it's sort of this weird thing where, did they knew? Did they not knew? If they did knew, and then if they all knew and they were just playing a game to fuck her over, why did I curse? To mess her up, then they did a good job. Can you really blame them? No, you can't really blame them. And a lot of them probably have personal beef or issues with her directly. Either way, I mean, to be fair, we're going. I know a lot of people like to use wrestling as a way to describe the LCU, which is true. But I like to also think that it's like Rome, where there's a lot of maneuvering and backstabbing and burning the bridge and renewing the bridge and sacrifices of gods, right? And doing these weird rituals and so on and so on. It's like a mix of Rome with the Colosseum, where there's some real life stuff, but with also a mix of the fantasy, the entertainment of like wrestling. So it's like a weird mix of both, where there's a lot of there's a lot of personal politics going on, but they also have to make it entertaining without going into a bloody mess. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Roof colon veg.
Now we're just getting crazy. Who's gonna be dolls now? Oh, you know. One fat bitch, that's for sure.
Oh, you already know. You gotta understand.
Here's the thing. I don't even care about her as much as I care about the other people that they're gonna potentially bring in. Can I be so honest?
I was trying to ask you about it, but you just didn't say any fucking thing.
I don't even have that much beef with her specifically. Her specifically isn't even the problem to me. I know she's a bunch of beef with other people here. To me, she's never done anything. It's not that I don't care that she's coming back. I do care, because I think that her coming back is what's going to bring in all these other shit people. What she did is work with all these other shit people, and that's kind of the issue, right? Like, I just, like, don't with this because I'm scared of what she's going to do.
I'm not scared.
And if she's with everybody else, she definitely is going to fuck me at some point. Like, I don't trust her either. That's what I'm saying. Like, this whole thing...
I'm not scared. I'm ready. I can't wait. Let her bring the weird back bitches. Let Mike bring all these...
It's interesting to see that Zay's talking about Becky like this. Now, no offense to Zay, though I doubt she's going to listen to this. I mean, in terms of bringing people from over the other side to here, I mean, obviously we know that that's not the case anymore. At the same time, come on, Dick Gemini isn't really that bad, and Vixie hasn't even really caused any drama. obviously Savage more or less just a banned BBU, but again, you never know how things are gonna play out with YouTuber. But from what I can understand, she's probably a big no. So there's really not much to worry, and it's interesting to see, even interesting to see that they said like, "Well, I have no issue, but I do worry that she's gonna start shit," which means like, well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, she's gonna throw in the fact that like, well, I'm the reason that I got your job, Zay, and you know how things are gonna play out with that. Let's move on to the next thing we need to cover, which should be bald or tat.
Peter Pan got that fairy dust. Some big girls got that Cheeto dust, and they sprinkle it over your head, and you just go crazy. So I think kid behind the camera, Mike, he just got he got some dust flakes sent over his head, and he was like, I believe I can fly, I believe I can fly, and he started flying. He's in Neverland right now. So that's what's going on.
No,
he's in Neverland.
He's in Neverland with Wendy. If Wendy ate the entire buffet, is that what you're trying to tell me? That's crazy, dude. I'm surprised you look. There ain't enough imagination and positive thoughts that can make that bitch fly. I'm telling you now. Like, there's no way, dude. Captain would have such an easy job catching that bitch.
Yeah,
she'd just be walking like that penguin walk, dude. You know, like the certain chubbies have. Like so, that's how they walk. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it happens. You know, I mean, I said this on our show. I mean, I got to say that Tess is the realest show on than any other network, because we said this on our show when I went to Keem and I told Keem, I said, listen, bro, you like that big woman love, man. You can't get rid of it. It's something about it. And he was like, nah, I don't really like. You know, I'm not. I like told you, bro. I said it's when you get just all that love.
I got a one, but not one, but. I really do enjoy Joe Mama more than you think about talking about fat woman love. You know what? It is what it is. He's kind of right. He's not too wrong. Once you get the fat woman fever, you know, it's true. Fat woman fever is real. It's a real thing. It's a real problem. Many men don't want to discuss it, but it's the real thing, right? It's a real thing. Fat woman fever is real. I don't know why I've been talking about this. I don't even know why. Another news. Apparently they kind of discussed and about the whole N-word drop. I'm not gonna say anything because personally, I don't really care. Like, if you're really asking me about that, I personally do not care one bit. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not here to change people's mind about that. I personally just don't really care much about it. But it was funny. That song was very funny. Let's move on.
Like Hindenburg, the Titanic, and the Emoji Movie. I haven't seen the Emoji Movie. Is it good?
I haven't seen it either, but in my movie app, I use the Emoji Movie as my cover, my cover photo thing.
Oh,
it's like it's I have it as my like on my app. It's my thing. So I've never seen it, but whenever I go to the movie theater, I have the Emoji Movie right there. It's my
Morgan Freeman is poop, right?
It's a poop.
That's all I know about it.
I think Patrick Stewart plays the poop, I think.
So James Film said, plus, didn't the idea come from a dono anyway? Did it?
Did it?
I can't
thought
remember.
I made it up.
I thought you made it up too. And then Beaver Nug said, what's the statute of limitations for yesterday? I feel like it was 24 hours. I feel like he had 24 hours to act. But he makes the rules, so I guess we'll just go for ourselves. Chromagato said, y'all look like two.
So here back in with balls, I'm trying to kind of explain that there's just a way sitting in the amount of blame and hate they got. Again, I feel like whether or not you want to believe Becky, I think a lot of people are not going to believe her. We'll have to wait for the host to say something about whether they knew or not. Whether they did knew or not, I think kind of doesn't really matter, right? I think even if the host did knew, it doesn't really matter, right? I don't think it really matters one bit because he's still end up playing and backstabbing her audience. But we're not really here to talk about that. we're not really here to talk about that particularly. What we're here to talk about is that obviously Billy and good old Rastov they were getting a lot of crap by everybody for the whole redirect situation that happened. Again, even if they did or didn't knew, it's difficult because on one hand they have to fulfill an agreement they made with their audience. On the other hand, if they didn't fulfill it, then they would have been viewed as a scammer. But I think if people knew Becky was going to be on, I think people would have been perfectly fine if they would have been scammed. It's one of those weird things where, like, if people knew that Becky was going to be on Cafe and that was going to happen, then people would have been perfectly fine for Cafe to be, Cafe to be completely, them getting scammed. It's a weird spot they put themselves in sometimes. But hey, good thing I'm not in that position. Good thing. Move on.
I understand you're upset, you're mad, you feel betrayed, but I don't think you should. You shouldn't feel betrayed.
Why, Mike?
Because this is good. What happened yesterday was a good thing, and you're not using your head to see why. I mean, we destroyed the Becky Boop universe yesterday, single-handedly.
How?
We dismantled it brick by brick. Keem, she said that she would never work for me. She would never work for you ever again. You're the devil. I'm a piece of crap. She would never work with you. She got rid of Roxy. She pulled Savage away from the show. Keem, she tried to destroy the universe, left, created her own, and I brought her back against everything that she said. She told all of her viewers she would never come back, and she did. She lied to all of them. She's lost their support. She's a liar. She went back on her stream last night and said goodbye to everybody, spit in their face, the supporters, the people who helped her build the universe. She let them all down because she lied to their face, because she came back to work for me and you. He's working for the devil again.
That's true.
The universe is gone, Keem.
Who knew?
I saw you posting that earlier in the Discord. You wanted to know who. There is somebody who knew. You did. Because we planned it together.
Let's go! Yo!
What?
Bro. Mike, what? I can't wait any longer. Mike, I cannot wait any longer. Let's go do this now. We're firing this live. What? We got her to betray every single host, every single fan, everyone she manipulated. Now they see it for what she is. We bought this for a $2,500 sign-on bonus. Let's go! Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Are we going
now? Yeah. Jump in.
What is happening?
So I already covered this. There's really not much I can really cover in full length. I already covered the stuff later on said by Tina. Right? I already covered what I could cover. All right. Now I'm just gonna skim through this. Am I gonna use clip from dolls? Not really, because there's really no reason to use dolls if I don't need to in this situation. But nevertheless, this is what I'm gonna say. I mean, that was a good move, and they really did show that Becky was lying to her audience, that she is a two-face, she is a backstabber. And I think that the people who are still coping, still protecting her, are just idiots. Right? They're just idiots for the most part, and they just don't realize that. But it's better, I guess ignorant is bliss. Even so, with that, I don't know what else you really could say that I already said, right? I don't know what else I can say. Maybe this could have, maybe people should have known that Becky was the backstabber. I've already said this so many times and made my points very clear. There's really no way for her to kind of come back from this for a long time. As Ruby said, maybe you should stay away from the internet, but I think she can't because she's too deep into this. Right? I I mean, it was a well played move from them. It was a very well played move from Keem and Mike. They really did fool a whole lot of people, and you know what? Did a good job. I'll give him the W. You know what? Whether you like it or not, you can't deny that Keem is good at exposing people a lot of the time. I think that with that being said, we're gonna move on because there's really not much else I can say.
God, I'm crying. Jesus. There's certain things I can only do over here. And I can only hope you guys, whether you're from the BBU, whether you stayed in the LCU, I can only hope that you guys will give me a chance again. Because even as much as I hate Keem, even as much as I was going to war with the LCU, I have always still respected it. And as much as I may end up fighting with Keem too, can't stand a lot of the things he does, I also respect him too. And this is still the LCU. And I want to be part of something that's bigger than myself. And it didn't make sense to keep building on my own when I could build with Mike and build something bigger and faster and better. And so that's what I want to do, guys. I'm so passionate.
You know what? I couldn't pass up the opportunity. The way she's acting here and the way she's just responding to everything, it's just kind of pathetic. Let's be real. The fact they said like, oh, only thing we can do, these you know, I can only do certain things in the LC that I couldn't do, and I'm happy. And like, really, you're gonna play that game even though you've been outed at the backstabber. Even and let's be fair, in her own stream, she'll start coping that, well, I never really went over there, and like, you did, you straight up did. You're just lying to everybody who knows the truth at this point. You can't lie to people like that. And the way she's acting here, she keeps the same energy on her own show because she has to. And I mean, like, I don't know. I found it to be hilarious. I found this whole thing to be quite amusing in a way. I don't think it's gonna get any, I think from here on the future is unknown, but hey, you sold everybody out for $250 and you thought Mike and Keem were gonna buy your channel off for $20,000, right? That would have probably been a more bigger slap in the face that you sold your own channel for $20,000. Imagine that. Imagine selling your own channel for $20,000. Hey, I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but hey, I mean, you could have. Is your channel really worth $20,000? Maybe $10K, maybe $5K. For $20,000? No, it's. Oh boy.
You weren't going anywhere. It was always gonna be me and you. You just gotta listen. Let me lead. I got you.
I learned a lot. I was sitting there watching you guys on Aussie last night, and I was just moving James because I love James. I think James is great, right?
I love James.
And I was just moving him back and forth, just sitting here crying, getting stoned, like, this is the end of the world. What am I going to do? Why did I put so much into this? Why did I think I could do this? And I'm sitting there watching you and Twiggy, and I swear to God, it was like y'all both knew. Y'all were just having a good old time. Y'all streamed for like 6 hours last night.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
Because it was fun. We didn't have to overcompensate. We didn't have to fart in each other's face. We just chilled, had fun, talked about topics, got to know each other on a different level. Because when I met Twiggy, he was a dirty, deceiving snake. And he showed me differently, and I have respect for Twiggy now.
I wish I was a fly on the wall at Becky's too, kind of. I won't lie about that.
Oh, no, I watched it.
Lunatic Froggy, welcome to Ban World. And Allison, I saw you upgraded. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you guys in the Discord. I'm in there every day, annoying everybody with my obnoxious voice.
Go back in there now. What did I tell you yesterday?
Yep. Tina does go in there. The only reason she stopped is because she was not going to go in there with Becky.
Here we have Queens going over the details. So Gizzy's here to stay, and it sounded like Twiggy and Tina kind of knew what was going on in some weird way. It's kind of interesting, right? That Tina said, "Just let me lead." A part of me really wonder how dumb is Tina playing. Like, there's just something about this. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I feel like maybe in a weird way, Tina is just playing extremely dumb. I'm not saying she's smart, but I think she's clever enough to outmaneuver everybody else in a weird way. And I think because she's being led by Mike, who's probably been playing the YouTube game much longer than most people, I think she picked up a couple tricks here and there. And so it really makes me wonder how clever Tina is, how much she's willing to degrade herself to trick an individual or trick the audience. And that's something that really, if she is willing to go down that path, that's smart. I'm not gonna lie. It's the equivalent of me saying that I'm dumb and ridiculous, I'm an idiot, but like playing off of people very well. To me, if Tina's doing the same thing, I'm like, you gotta give her props. If Tina knew the whole time but was just playing dumb and playing the game, knowing people were calling her liar, yet people still fell for it in the end of the day, I mean, that says more about the people than actual Tina. If anything, that proves how smart Tina is on that front alone. Let's move on.
On her team. What would make Savage do that?
She blamed a lot of it, and she even talks about this on live. So I'm not under NDA with her, so I can say whatever I want. But basically, convinced Savage that the reason why she was like that because we were basically forced to be like that with each other. Like Mike made us be like that with each other, and she didn't. You know, all the stress and stuff that were built against shows. Mike made us like that with each other, and she didn't want to be like that with Savage. But I still question, though, she doxed Flava for no reason at all.
Yep, blame me.
And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I tried to part ways. She fired me because, Tina, you know the situation with my husband. You met my husband.
She looked at her phone.
Fired me
for looking
because I looked at my phone a couple times, knowing that I spent the whole day at the doctor's with my husband. And then she fired me because I was looking at my phone.
Well, how the she supposed to be some leader when she had to be dragged to the water bowl just to get a sip? I mean, what the she thinking?
She doesn't work weekends. She doesn't do Discord. She doesn't care about her fans unless they're big donators. That's the only fan she cares about.
Sold you guys for $2,500. I never knew that part of it until 5 minutes before the show today. But I
didn't know that either.
I also told you Keemstars never, and Kid Behind the Camera would never let somebody get away with what she did. I knew it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, I had a talk with Keem. You know, he understands that I'm not coming back to the LCU. I have so much shit going on in my life, but I just want to I want to support the show. I love all of you. I love Keem. I respect him. And she wanted like 10% of my show. She said, because she made me and she gave me all. I said, if I owe anything to anybody, I would owe it to Keem.
Yep.
Keem is the one that put my name out here. He made me who I am. I mean, my parents made me, but he made me on YouTube.
Yep.
I would owe it to him if anything.
If you weren't fans of Tina and Michael, and you didn't go over here to curse at her for talking shit on AGP, saying he was a piece of shit and dead him, and you came over here talking,
I lost it on her.
And then Mike said, I wonder if we can find somebody for the Milkers. And I said, hey, what about that Boger? And that's how Roxy got her name.
I'll never forget that.
He gave her that name. So don't give me that shit. She didn't make you. God himself made you. Go fuck your ass.
Exactly.
Michael gave you that opportunity, and Keem. She didn't do shit for nobody. Oh, there's Michael's fat ass right there. There's Mike. Hey, Mike.
But I mean, she basically convinced like Savage and I that it was all the pressure of a Milkers against me.
I hate to tell you that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I said this is not gonna work. All this. I love you after Fat Cam. Me and Savage. It was not a good look. It's not how I really felt. Mike said, well, you guys, I don't want y'all fighting each other because y'all go too hard. You say a lot of shit you can't take back. And then finally Keemstar said, Mike, just let him have at it. And we did. Mike never forced us to. He didn't want us to fight.
Here's what when people say like I wanted them fighting, what that means is I could see when it was fake. Like when they were being fake nice, I'm like, I don't want the fake nice shit because it's obvious and be yourselves. Either fight or be real, but don't be fake nice.
Right. Yeah. That's how I am. Like, I can be the sweetest person in the world, but when I'm pissed, I crash out. That's just me. That's how I am in my life. Becky, it bothered me because I didn't know what I was getting with her. Like, was that really Becky, like the fake one, or is Becky genuinely nice? And she convinced me she was genuinely kind. She cared about everyone. She loved everyone, and I fell for it until recently.
A lot of
Can I be
people did,
honest?
James.
She's an only child. Do you ever see her parents around her? Do you ever see her at her parents' house? It's like everybody gets away from her because she has an alternative motive for everybody. Mike had been nothing but nice to her. Always was calming her down. And she literally talked about him being a woman beater, and we all knew the charges were going to be dropped. We knew they were going to be dismissed. There was nothing to it. But when it's convenient for her, she blamed Mike for everything. So for her.
Oh God, I'm just happy that it's all over with, and I finally got the truth. So she only used me. She used me. That's it.
Yeah, Tina, you can clear the air. What did I tell you to say about Roxy's husband that day?
You told us not to say anything.
Well, I didn't say not to say anything. Tina's lying for me.
Mike admitted to me. No, he admitted to me. He's like, Roxy, you're probably gonna get mad at me. He goes, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be honest.
He had a shit bag and he was dead, and you didn't tell her to go that far, but you said talk a little shit, but
no, Mike told me that he was like, I was gonna use it for donos. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I did not make them say all that.
No,
I
he
did
didn't
say,
want
I was like, look, nobody else is talking about it, so let's talk about it. But I did not say to like attack or say mean shit or.
Hi, Lala.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
Lala.
Listen,
Lala's in the chat.
Yes, she just upgraded to Van World. She's amazing. I love her.
Oh God, do you see that shit she did to me before the fireworks?
Yes, that's why I love her. I want me and Tina to come with you and Roxy and like some kind of one-off thing. It would be so fun. It would be
my sisters are crazy.
Yeah,
They
she's-
can all the time.
I love
You
her.
know what, Roxy? I can't complain to you anymore because guess what? Gidgy overtalks me all the time. He always
thought I talked a lot.
outtalks me. You have never talked as much as this bitch.
Well, Tina, the chat, James Hole.
All right, so yeah, I think this is much more important. Roxy came back, so whether or not this is a betrayal to Roxy fans or not, I mean, she did say later on that she would like to do a crossover or collaborate with them later on, but not really working with them. So some people think that Roxy did the same thing to Becky, but the thing is, like, Roxy did it out of her own free will and still isn't really part of the LCU. Whether she gets her own show again, we'll wait and see. But at the same time, it's like, well, here's the thing about it. It's like, at least Becky didn't sell out her fans for money and trying to cope and justify, right? I think you can say that Roxy, her going on with one thing, and maybe Prue Savage, right? But it's like, my recording just stopped for some weird reason. But yeah, Roxy didn't betray her audience. Roxy did not. I mean, no, she did kind of betray her audience. But she didn't betray them for money. She didn't try to cope and lie to everybody about it. She just did it. And you could tell that the tension between them is less. And Roxy is just revealing everything. The 10%, the amount of money that she was spending. Like, it puts Becky in an even worse light than it is now. Which is even funny in my eyes. Oh, trust me, this doesn't get any better. It probably won't get any better. And another long clip. Maybe I'll clip some things out. Maybe I'll cut the fat up. I think I probably won't because I wanted to show people that I think this is a better way of reaching out than what Becky did. Again, whether or not you think Roxy betrayed her fans for going on to a show, I'll let you decide on that. End of the day, it is what it is. Let's go on the rewind because, trust me, rewind was interesting. Very interesting.
Here for what? Are you trying to come over here?
No, I'm not trying. Yeah. Keem told me to give my opinion on what's going on. My opinion is.
Oh, what is your opinion? Wait, what is your opinion? What is your opinion?
Fuck you.
Interesting.
Well, whatever.
Now
that's
think,
it.
Gemini.
Who's gonna win? Opinion? We're gonna come out victorious.
How do you feel about getting a co-host job on Test?
No.
Oh my God!
I make more than Test.
Perfect with Nightmare. Oh
I make
Nightmare,
more.
I found your next co-host, Nightmare. Keem, he needs to go on Test.
Xylee, you're jumping the gun.
Nightmare.
Xylee, you're jumping the gun. We're actually thinking about putting him on with Yo Mama.
I make more on my own show with Becky.
No, you don't. Don't lie. You make more thumbnails over there than money. That's the fact.
How much do you think I make over there?
How much do you think you make over there? Have you gotten a paycheck yet?
In the last month, yes, I have.
How much was it? Why do you act like a angry gerbil?
Because you're pissing me off. I don't know why I'm here. I don't even know
I
what the
feel
chat's saying.
I feel like you're about
so
to
confused. Your head and make you come up here.
Are you about to chew up newspaper?
grown-ass
What are you
man.
doing?
I swear for God.
Are you trying to be
You a
angry?
grown ass man acting like somebody made you come up
Do
here.
you-
Get the fuck out of here, boy.
No. Do you have a little snack or something that might calm you down? You got some
Oh, yeah, I ate all the snacks,
kibble?
motherfucker.
Some kibble? Something
Upside down.
I ain't got no more fish flakes. I ate it all.
Okay, so Thick Gemini, let's get real here. Do you think's gonna happen now?
I'm gonna keep doing my show.
For who?
In the BBU.
Because what were you
For
doing?
me.
What were you doing? Was your channel even monetized?
Yes, it is.
How long have you been working for the BBU?
Since, I don't know, June something. Over a month.
Uh-oh.
What's she
Okay,
pulling on now?
508,
Playboard?
big drama day.
Yes, I recently got
Nothing
monetized. I was
there.
oh my God.
$104, $32, $60.
I was working.
$131,
Oh my God.
$171, $80, $5. Yeah, man, you really are. Goddamn, you
I
get so much more money over
made-
there.
I've made 1,000 on YouTube. I made 1,800 using Coffee app.
Oh shit, my bad. We didn't know about the coffee app. I'm sorry.
Before I was
You
monetized.
sure do make a lot of money.
Now Wayward Ghost wants to know: is that a wig? What is that fugly haircut?
It's a fucking weird because my hair's purple underneath, man.
Nice. So, Bama says Thick Gemini has no agency over himself. No wonder he looks like a girl. His blood is pumping with estrogen and allows himself to be yanked around. Thick Gemini.
I can't tell if you're actually trying to be mean or you're trying to be cute. Which one is it? Is this you're really mean? Like, is this you
I'm
actually
here
being mean?
to
What are you
promote the
doing?
Becky Boop universe. That's what I'm doing. It's
Are you-
only gets real.
I feel like we did that today on live.
Yeah, and you did a rewind too, basically.
Do you think?
Do it again.
Do you think there's going to be anything left of it?
Yep. Me.
You guys are. That's fine.
Are you laughing, old Skeletor looking?
Yes, I am an old Skeletor looking. I'm also a raggedy old hag, and guess what? I make more money than you will ever in the BBU.
I don't care about what you. I don't care about what you make and get 1/4 of.
Well, I
Then
got
what makes you think I care what you make? Because I know you ain't making
Y'all brought
shit
it
over
up.
there.
You had the playboard ready to go.
I got to be real. Copper's here. Copper, how you doing?
I don't know who this is. Ain't nobody know.
Hey, I'm new to the LCU. How are you doing? I was
Rasto.
wondering why man here has a Bieber haircut from 2009.
Great question, Copper.
Rest
Great
up. Did you see
question.
Hugh's message? Hugh says, "Get your butt
I
in
did
Maine."
just see it.
Please, community manager. And Mortal Wombat says, "Thick Gemini reminds me of an angry pug. Poor lady." Now I don't think you're a
Yeah, I
pug
get.
or
I
a
look like
lady.
Rosie O'Donnell. I don't care.
Thick
Yeah, I don't
Gemini.
care what you said about me either, bro.
Thick Gemini, what are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know. What you gonna do, Billy?
I'm gonna probably continue doing rewind for at least a couple more months. Becky said that we'd be done by the 6th of this month, and we're working overtime
Guess
right
who's
now.
off by then? Yeah.
I forgot.
How long do you think you would continue cosplaying as a host over there in the BBU if everything falls apart? You think it's just gonna be you and Becky?
I would just do my own show like I've been doing.
Good for you.
Hell yeah!
It's on my channel. Becky don't get a percentage because I work for her behind the scenes.
You make thumbnails?
Yes, it's on thumbnails.
What else do you do for Becky?
Anything.
Are you her moral support?
Yep.
Will you tell her I miss her?
No.
I tried.
You could tell her. She's probably watching right now.
She probably is. Hi, Becky. I stomped all over your grave,
Hi,
bitch.
Riley.
I stomped all over your grave, bitch.
Well, I guess I'm trying to get as much out of you as I can, and honestly, I don't know much about you. I just knew that you did a cool impression of me and Xylee, and I thought I could get you to do it again. I thought it'd be funny. But other than that, I don't know what you're up here for.
She's sucking up to her Discord right now.
I'm so sorry that I made a poor judgment call over all of this, says Becky.
Where's that at?
On her Discord? WebTech Simplified
Why the
says
fuck am
Stick
I
G
full
just
screen? How
take
the fuck I
Keem
get
up
out
on the
of this?
docket team. You want to
I'm
work
not
on the
doing that.
docket team?
Nope.
What if he paid you $200 a month?
What?
Yeah.
I can't take this seriously.
A
I gotta
month?
go.
You just ran off
month?
Rastov. He's the one person with
$200 a month? Are you crazy?
maybe weirder hair than you.
Oh, here we go again. Watch the stream.
Becky Boo says, I know you all trusted me and I really thought I was making a good decision, and financially I did, but I really got played and betrayed extremely badly.
How are you getting this so fast? Who the hell in there?
What do you think? About it. Well, I'll tell you who's in there.
Man, probably stuff a horse
It's
ass.
you. It's you, Thick Gemini. Don't play like you're not sending us this. There's a reason you're here on Rewind.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm definitely sending y'all screenshots.
You've taken the money from Keem and you're sending us all
I
the
wish.
screenshots. You're being double
I
played
wish the
now
fuck I
too.
did.
Don't
I wish
lie.
the fuck I
Don't
did.
lie. This is your double play too. Thank you for the screenshots. You're two-faced too. You're being strung out in front of Becky. Thank you, Thick Gemini.
I sent you. How the hell would I get that right now as it's happening and sending it to you?
Tyler says, Thick Gemini, he a fan, he a fan, he a fan.
I'm not a fan. I don't give a fuck.
You're not a fan.
Why are you here?
You're
then?
Becky's closest ally.
Motherfucker, we got 600-pound life and we got the goddamn anorexic life.
That hurts my.
I'm not anorexic.
I love that.
Oh, I forgot. I saw you on Savage's show.
Dude,
I forgot.
Xylee, you're anorexic next to me because I'm so fat. That's dope.
Okay, honestly,
That's a big W.
You being like my brother does well for me when I'm standing beside
That's a
you.
big
just
W.
saying.
That's a big W. I'll take that L for you to hold that W.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, support the BBU. Support the BBU.
I'm sure that's going to go great for you. Congratulations on all the hard work you put out.
Awesome.
It will go
Have
great,
a
you
great
motherfucker.
day. Yes, we're
Fuck
just
you.
Yeah, you too.
Goodbye, goodbye, Thick Gemini. You're very sweet. We love you.
Goodbye, Billy,
We
the big
love
ass.
you.
Very
We
cute.
hate you.
Bye.
Bye, Thick Gemini.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was very, very interesting. Yeah, I didn't expect Thick Gemini to pop in. I mean, to be fair, both, what is it? I mean, like, Keem and Savage popped in, Life of Ron popped in the history. You know, you saw what happened there, but I'll save it when we get to that direction. You can tell that Billy was messing with him. I probably would have not done that. I probably would. My approach would have been like actually genuinely ask some questions, see how things are going, and like actually, you know, get into more of a deeper dive into it. But nevertheless, hey, you know what? You take what you can take, and you know what? Give Gemini some props. He went up there, he listened to Keem, and probably got a bunch of people who are gonna follow and just give him some money down the line. Let's just be real. Him making more money than Tess, I really doubt that. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a funny little frog guy in this anime cyberpunk bar. Yes. Even so, what I'm trying to say is this was hilarious. This was very hilarious in my eyes. Now, I mean, the fact that he said that he's the last one standing the BBU, is he actually getting money from Keem and giving them screenshots? I really doubt it. I really doubt that. But hey, you never know. Maybe he is. Maybe we're all getting played again. But I don't know. What did I know? I'm just a little frog guy with a little rat friend on top of me. Little ratty rat. Let's move on. We're almost done.
The LCU. And we were all confused because us hosts, we weren't aware of what was going on. We had no idea what was going on because nobody tells us anything. We're left in the dark so that we, I guess, can give genuine reactions to all this scripted bullshit, right? But she came back. A lot of people were mad at Mike because Mike's the one who brought her back. And he did it in a grand fashion that was kind of mid. They got, 500 views on her first stream back when she was on Cafe? Let me get rid of my cat real quick. But she was back. Us hosts were unaware. And we had some feelings about it. Tina! Thank you for showing up. I don't have to do this alone. We got the third official host of Lolcow Aussie, ladies and gentlemen. Tina Dandridge. Tina, how are you tonight? Oh, I feel great. I did hit a deer tonight while I was driving home to. Do you know what souse is? Yeah, that's hog guts. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Why did I do this to myself?
And we can finally end this video with this. We can finally end it. My pain is over, ladies and gentlemen. My pain is over. Thank God. Okay. So here we are. We are completely done and over with. I don't think that there's that. I can't even speak. First up, I can't even speak. So yeah, that was everything. That's everything that happened yesterday in the LCU. It was very long, very detailed of me, and ultimately, it is what it is. Becky isn't back. I'll probably do a stream and finally cover this because I've been kind of lazy and I haven't really been doing a lot of covers on the LCU, only in the video format. I think with that being said, I think we can end it off here. Till next time, God bless.